DJDELZ, yeah, pow.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJDELZ.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you're checking out DJDELZ.
Yo, let's get right into it. The Last Dance finale. Wow, how incredible was that? We had the shock drop, which was definitely a shock. With the Flint 13s, I was able to score. Were you able to score? Shout out to Andrew Todd. Shout out to Mr. Jones, Mark Garcia. Let's see who's in here. I just want to show some love real quickly, and we're going to get right to this program because we have a lot to discuss on this review. Super Chat is open. So we had episode 9 and 10 of The Last Dance. Fantastic. Just like all of them, starts off with Michael Jordan versus Reggie Miller, the Bulls versus the Pacers, and talks about this whole feud and how physical it got between Reggie Miller and Michael Jordan. At one point when they were scuffling it out, Michael Jordan said, "Call me Black Jesus." So he continued to keep calling him Black Jesus or the Black Cat. The Bulls win game 1. And then Michael Jordan also, he won his 5th MVP trophy during that year. Bulls win game 2, 40 points, MJ hits. Game 3, Reggie was on fire. Indiana was crazy. The crowd went nuts. You could see this one lady throughout the whole game screaming and yelling at the Bulls the whole time. And they win. They win game 3, Indiana. Michael Jordan calls it a bump in the road. Smith's cough. Catches MJ, right? Eye bleeding. I'm pretty sure it was Smith's. His eye was even bleeding during the game, right? Bulls up by 1, and Scottie Pippen misses both 3 throws, man. Bird is coaching. Miller, he shoves MJ, creating space to win the game. With 7 seconds left, Michael Jordan could win it, but doesn't, right? Then the time jumps to 98. Goes to 98 to 97, versus the Jazz, right? Michael Jordan was not happy about Karl Malone. Karl Malone got the MVP. We've seen this time and time again throughout this whole season, this whole series, when Michael Jordan sees someone else winning the MVP, and now it's a vendetta where Michael Jordan is almost like taking it personal. He's getting pissed off about the whole situation. Shout out to everyone in here. I see you all here. I'm going to hit your names up here just to acknowledge that you all are here. We're going to get to the review, and then we'll kick it after. If you have super chats, Cash App, shoot them my way. But I want to get right to this review like we do every time. And then we'll talk about the shock drop tonight, which I did hit. I did land the shock drop tonight. So it goes, as we're saying, with 97 Jazz versus the Bulls, man. And, there's a lot of tension. Michael Jordan's like, he's tight about the fact that he didn't win that MVP. And Michael Jordan talks about the whole situation with Russell, how he rubbed him the wrong way, Brian Russell. He was talking a little of that talk, man, that he wasn't feeling that. Eventually, with the whole situation, the Bulls are up by the Jazz 2-1. They're at the hotel. Michael Jordan's hungry. They order pizza. 5 pizza guys go to the door. Seemed a little shady. He eats the pizza. The next day, he has the flu. Wasn't the flu. It was food poisoning, but everyone said it was the flu. And he played a kick-ass game. They won the game. And then it goes to let's see, the series now is at 3-2 on game 5. Then there's an interview after the commercial break with Steve Kerr, and they asked, have they ever spoke about their fathers? Because both of their fathers were murdered. Steve Kerr's father was murdered, and Michael Jordan's father was also murdered. Very sad stories, and they never talked about that. Steve Kerr's father worked overseas in the Middle East, and that was over in Beirut. And his father, Malcolm Kerr, was shot and killed by 2 gunmen posing as students. So, this was something that they both actually dealt with in life, but they never talked about it. And, they had a scuffle. We talked about that on the last 2 episodes when we reviewed that. They had a scuffle. So it's wild to see how much these 2 men had in common, Steve Kerr and Michael Jordan. You know, besides the basketball, they both lost their fathers by the gun, which is horrible. Shout out to Andrew Todd for the super chat. Thank you. And I'm not trying to ignore you all. I want to get to this review first for people that are watching this on the replay. And then after the replay, we will kick it. We will kick it. The sneaker of the stream, I'll show you really quickly. Bong bong. I felt like it was only right. Either these or the 14s. We'll get more into that in a second. I want to stay in tune with everything. So it was really sad, that whole story with Steve Kerr. I did not know that about Steve Kerr's father. Do you guys know about that? Let me know. But it's just wild to see how Michael Jordan and Steve Kerr both lost their fathers in a similar fashion. They were both murdered, which is crazy, you know. Let's see where we are. I'm going back with my notes and everything. Let's see. They time jump back to 98 now with the Pacers game, right? Game 7. Michael Jordan, he had a close relationship with his security guards. You know, you've seen them. They were playing quarters. I think it was the 4th episode or 5th episode. They would like gamble in the back before the game. And he had the one guy, Gus, right? Gus was really close to him. When Michael Jordan's father died, Gus really helped him. He didn't talk to no one really about his father dying. He didn't even talk to Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's father was murdered just like his own. But this man, Gus, he looked at him almost like a father figure after his dad passed away. And they were really close. And then sadly, Gus had lung cancer. And, you know, he was out of action. He was going through his treatments because, you know, you got to go through your treatments after. And it was tough times for that man, Gus. He came back for game 7. Michael Jordan was like, I have to win this game for Gus. I got to win this game for Gus. They won the game. Steve Kerr, big shot, really bringing it home with that. And they win. Michael Jordan takes the game ball, gives it to Gus. Beautiful moment. Absolutely loved it. And it was great after, at the end of the game, Michael Jordan's walking out of the locker room, and he runs into Larry Bird. They hug it out because Larry Bird was coaching, and Larry Bird says in his ear, he says, bitch, F you. Pretty funny. MJ rolls off in the Porsche. End of episode 9. Let's take a quick break and talk sneakers real quick and go through the chat, and then we'll get to the final episode, the finale. This is the playoffs right here, playoff 13s. And if you noticed, during the last episode, he was wearing some 13s in the locker room, game 4, and someone was busting his chops saying, these shoes are right for you, while Michael Jordan was loosening the laces, and he was like, you sliding all over the floor and everything. So I thought that was funny. And then we seen the game 5, Michael Jordan broke out the 14s, you know what I'm saying, which we ended up nicknaming them the last shots. Let's just see this chat right here. I love throwing all your names up on here just to see that, just to show you all that I'm acknowledging you all. Shout out to everyone that came through and that's live right now watching this. Please hit the thumbs up right now. Yeah, the Black Jesus line was funny. That's what Andrew was saying. Mark Garcia says last sentence Jordan said starts with hope. Yeah, man. I mean, there's so much going on in these episodes, and I almost wish that they spreaded it out more. I wish they spreaded it out a little bit more. That's my only critique. But I thought this was absolutely fantastic, and I loved it. The pizza poisoning 12s, right? That's what they could do. You know how the 12s have those lines on it? You could have slices of pizza on it, right? That's some ridiculous stuff we maybe even would see with all these silly concepts we see from time to time, which could be kind of ridiculous. Shout out to everyone in this live stream. I want to get right back into this actual review, and then after that, we'll kick it and shoot it up. But right now, I want to keep this this video tight for the replay, especially. So we go into episode 10, the Bulls versus the Jazz, right? And the kid Jordan talks about. Let's see. Hold on one second. I lost my place right here. The Jazz win game 1, right? Then it goes to let's see. He goes to Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, right? He's MIA. They're wondering where he is in practice. Dennis Rodman shoots over to WCW wrestling with Hulk Hogan, and he's missing the practice because of the fact that he's wrestling. He's actually doing wrestling now with the NWO. I remember those days. It was highly entertaining, so damn entertaining, right? Let me know if you guys grew up during that era, or maybe not. If you watched wrestling, do you still watch wrestling? But it was great that they put that in there because that was a big deal. And then later on, if you remember, we had Karl Malone in WCW too. Remember, Diamond Dallas Page brought out Karl Malone. And you even see quickly they show when Karl Malone and Hogan, excuse me, not Karl Malone, Dennis Rodman and Hogan, they attack DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, with the steel chairs. And then that's when Diamond Dallas Page brings back Karl Malone, right, to back him up. So I love that back in the days. That was a major throwback, man. And you know, the Bulls were so beat up, man, from the series they had with the Pacers. It was a excruciating series. You know, like it got really intense. It got to Game 7. It was crazy. And, you know, to come off of that and then go and play the Utah Jazz was insane for them. But they did it. They did it, man. Yeah, Rodzilla, when he came back to practice, Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan was calling him Rodzilla. And that next game that Dennis Rodman played, he kicked ass. He was even hitting the free throws. And he sucks at it. He's horrible at shooting the free throws. But he made them all. He was getting the rebounds. He was killing it. You know, the team did so great, man. And, you know, they went through everything, and they went through all the games to the last shot, which with Michael Jordan, he stole the ball from Karl Malone, if I'm not mistaken. He was covered. Karl Malone was being covered by Dennis Rodman, and MJ caught him on his weak side, got the ball, ran down court, shot the shot, bang, last shot, wins the game in the 14s because he broke out the 14s then. Man, it was so good. And then after that, they broke into like the whole situation about, you know, the team breaking up, which was really ridiculous. They had this thing where they all linked up one last time, which I thought was incredible. And they all wrote something on a piece of paper about the team. And they had like a coffee can, and they all read what they wrote. Michael Jordan actually wrote a poem. So after everyone sat in a circle and they read everything that they wrote about each other and the team, they all put their papers in the can and they lit it. They lit it all up in fire, man. It was something that Phil Jackson wanted to do. You know, they asked Phil to come back, but Phil was like, nah, I'm not coming back there. You know, they wanted to rebuild the team. Jerry Krause is a freaking idiot. They probably could have won a 7th ring. Michael Jordan said in this at the end, he said that he wasn't satisfied leaving in his peak because there was a chance they could have won a 7th ring, like with the Bulls. You know, it was really stupid. And it really came down to Jerry Krause's ego, a complete egomaniac, little person syndrome, wanted to be the star instead of being what he needed to be. And only time in history we will ever see back-to-back three-peats and the team breaks up because of a freaking idiot like Jerry Krause. Absolutely ridiculous. It was ridiculous, man. You know, they offered him Jerry Randolph. He offered Phil to come back, but Phil declined. He's not going back to have a rebuilt team and start from fresh. And you know, with the whole thing with Jerry Krause is he made it clear in the beginning of that season that he didn't want Phil coming back. So like all these guys, like there was no plan, you know what I'm saying? But all these guys would have came back. They would have signed for 1 year. Michael Jordan was talking about. And, you know, it's just like, it just made no sense. Like when you watch it all, it's frustrating to think that they could have had another championship, I think, for sure. At the end, Michael Jordan says that they started off as a shitty team. We all we needed was one match to start a fire, and then it goes into these highlights that really was beautiful. I love the highlights, and it was so good. It was so good. I enjoyed it. It was really something special, and it really captured those moments. For me, it did, at least. For some of you, may not have. Now, that's my basic overall highlight thoughts of it all. I'm going to go through this chat now and see what everyone's talking about. We do have the super chat up. We have Cash App right there. If you do on the replay, make sure to leave your name so I can shout you out. Planet Paperboy, what's good? Let's see what we have here. J. Lou writes, that cigar that Michael was smoking at the end, almost as tall as him. Yeah, he had like the long-ass cigar. I noticed that. And I like, too, that one scene when they won, right? And then they all went to the hotel, and they were so excited in the bus. And then when they were going to the hotel, the fans were everywhere, and, it was just like a big celebration. They go to Michael Jordan's room, and he's got the piano and everything like that, because he mentioned earlier when they were like, oh, were you drinking at the bar? And he was like, nah, I'm drinking in my room. I got a piano there. So for him to mention that earlier, and then later on you see him in his room with the piano and the press and the cigar, I just thought it all came together really nicely. Nice touch, really great editing, and the way that they did the storytelling. I thought they did a really good job. I absolutely enjoyed it, man. Karl Malone was amazing. There was so much amazing talent back in those days, and I'm not saying there isn't now. There is. But, I mean, so many of these guys, Karl Malone, John Stockton, were brilliant together. They were so good, Todd, let's see what Andrew Todd says. Funny how he said that they needed one match, and it ended up of a dynasty. Feel light in the match, burning their words in the coffee can. Yeah, it was really like a beautiful ending, man. I just think that they could have done another one, man. I think they could have won again. I think it's a shame, It's definitely a shame. It's a damn shame. And yes, it's politics. That's exactly what it is. Politics and bullshit. Politics and bullshit. That's it's I'm at a loss of words, because it makes fucking zero sense that this team didn't get signed on for another season, 0 cents. But you see it all the time where they start breaking up the team little by little. But not like this. I mean, literally everyone either retired or they got let go or they declined. At the end, you've seen they told about everyone, from Rodman to Phil to Pippen. It's just insanity, and it makes 0 sense. Kind of frustrating, like, just to think of what could have been, I mean, it really could have been something else, man. Joel says, thank you, DJ Delz, for today's content. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad that I'm entertaining you all. Karl Malone was incredible. Michael Jordan always gets mad every single time he wasn't the MVP. That's one thing we noticed. He expected to be the MVP every year. He was pissed off when Barkley was the MVP and not him. But Barkley had an overall better record than him as far as stats. His stats were better than Michael Jordan. The MVP runs by stats, So, I think Michael Jordan looks for things to piss him off, and then he uses that to fuel his fire. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got here. Could have won 8 straight if he didn't retire the first time. That's what D Moore 914 says. Possibility. Absolutely a possibility. The Young Fresh One says Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. End of the debate. Yeah, I'm with you. I definitely would say Kobe over LeBron and Jordan over both of them guys. That's for damn sure. You know what I like? Michael Jordan also said in the locker room after they won. He said they won't lose until we leave. Until until we're done. No one's winning until we leave. Something in that way. I'm paraphrasing. I love that, you know, because they were unstoppable, man. And can you imagine playing the Jazz after that brutal playoff series with the Pacers? I mean, that was just a brutal series, man. Like, can you imagine how exhausted they were? And they absolutely slaughtered the Jazz on game 3. I think that they only scored like 54 points, the Jazz, if I'm not mistaken. They only scored about 54 points. The final was, I have it in my notes. It was 96-54, game 3 against the Jazz. So they absolutely slaughtered them, man. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. If you really enjoy this, super chat is highly appreciated. But listen, if you don't got it like that, a simple thumbs up goes such a long way. It takes 1 second to do. So please show that love. Yeah, Ron Harper was pretty damn good, man. They had a great team, man. Shaq was fantastic. I agree, he was fantastic. I don't know about that statement with Kobe, though, but I think he's fantastic. Michael Jordan, he always just wanted to take it to the next level, though, man. And why wouldn't you? If you're Michael Jordan, why wouldn't you be upset like you didn't get that 7th ring, you know? Yes, I agree. You rebuild when you lose, not when you're winning 3 in a row. Why would you rebuild when you're kicking ass, right? I mean, to me, that's outrageous, man. That's just damn what outrageous. So let's talk about this shock drop. So it was the Flint 13s that released. They released, I'm pretty sure it was like a couple of minutes before 9 o'clock they released. I don't think anyone guessed before 9 o'clock. So they released right before this episode 9 started. And I checked. There was nothing. I refreshed a couple of times. I seen them, and they dropped. And I was like, holy shit. I just went for it real quick. I got that same bullshit error that I got with the Lakers with the media day LeBron 7s. I always call them the Lakers. I think you guys know what the hell I'm talking about, though. So I get this like arrow with a bunch of letters and numbers and da-da-da-da-da-da in red. I'm like, shit, don't do this to me again. I'm like, do not do this to me again, right? So I freaking just try one more time, and I got it. I got in, and I just screamed for joy. My kids, my wife are looking at me. What the hell is wrong with you? I was like, yes, yes. I was so damn happy I hit on that release. Yes, right around that time is when they released, man. And I had a feeling it would be the Flints. I told you guys earlier, it would either be the Flints or the Fours. You know what I'm saying? But the Flints made more sense. It was the 13. You know, we were right around that as far as where the story was telling. We've seen them rocking these a bunch of times during them, of course. I know a lot of you want these to come back. These are in great shape. I will say that, though. I'm good right now. I don't even need them to come back. I ain't even trying to be a dick. I hope they do for everyone that don't got them, but I'm good right now. But yeah, man, I got them. Did you guys get them or no? Did you get the Flint 13s tonight or no? You know, I was just so relieved to get them because I don't want to deal with the BS, man. I do not want to deal with the BS. Thank you, Josh. Awesome. I see a bunch of people got them, and I'm glad. It seems like a lot of people got them. Hey, we were ready. We were ready. It only worked on the desktop or laptop. Okay. Hey, I posted a link too. People scored there. Don't just say it's from one person. I posted links. Make sure you follow my Twitter at DJDELZ. But yeah, I was happy that I got them because I don't want to deal with raffles and the stress. Now I got them, and I did 2-day shipping. So we'll see if they really do 2-day shipping or not with everything going on. I paid $5 extra for 2-day shipping. I think it's worth paying $5 extra, right? We'll see if it comes in 2 days. If not, then so be it. I have a funny feeling it won't. Mr. Jones, this will not be an easy pickup, my friend. No way will this be an easy pickup. They had a full family size on the Bread 11s. A lot of people struck out on those. This is going to be a high demand sneaker. So, you know, don't be easy about this, brother. You know, if you want to make sure. You cop though. You're good. Okay. If you cop, I see cop going for number 2. But yeah, just because it's a family and friend thing, don't think that, you know. B Lit Reviews, what's up? He says, just dropped another banger on my cops. That's what's up, dude. All right, guys, if you guys want this to continue, shoot a super chat and we'll keep it rocking. If not, we're about to break up out of here. I'm going to give you the warning right now. We're about to end this unless you guys got questions and super chats or cash apps. If you cash app me on the replay, which is right there, I will shout you out on the next show. If not, we're going to end this right here. I hope you all enjoyed this. Definitely watch all of the recaps. And, man, it has come to an end. I know some people are disappointed that it's over. But, you know, it definitely has to end eventually this series. And I thought they did a fantastic job. I really, really loved it. What's up, brother? He said, keep it going. That's what's up, man. Todd, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Nah, man, we'll figure something out. There'll be something else. If anything, just watch it again, man. It's not gonna suck next week. You know, we'll figure something out. Something else will be up, you know. Watch the shit again. I bet you'll pick up on stuff, you know. What's up, Ali? I see you. Man, but yeah, it was a good show, man. I really enjoyed that. I really did. Let's see. Delz, you need to do more documentaries. Tomorrow I'm going to upload. I have a crazy video that I have not released yet. I told you guys about the Tiger King documentary vlog I did. That's linked in the description box. Tomorrow will be the sneaker addict version where we literally review the Presto with the tiger hair with an actual tiger. With the tiger. Okay? We will have a tiger beside these sneakers. A full-grown effing tiger, guys. So make sure you watch that tomorrow. It's going to be insane, all right? So when you see it popping up in your notifications and you see the Presto reacts and you see a tiger, it's not Photoshop, guys. I'm literally like, you see, let's see. You see the corner of this picture? I'm literally right here with the tiger, guys. And some damn Prestos with the tiger hair on it. It's going to be crazy. So make sure you watch this video tomorrow. You are going to freak the F out. All right? I'm talking like the tiger could have just that's it. My head off. Delz's head rolling like Game of Thrones and everything, man. You know, just make sure you turn notifications on. When you see that pop up, don't say, I don't care about this sneaker. No, you want to watch this video tomorrow. It's going to be nuts. And yes, congratulations to everyone that actually was able to purchase those shoes tonight. I mean, it's silly to say, though, congratulations for buying a pair of sneakers. Like when we say that, but at the end of the day, man, it's exciting. Like I'll always remember buying that shoe when it comes to my house to home and I'm wearing it. Like it's a special sneaker, you know, to me now. I always remember and think of that Flint 13 as watching the Last Dance finale and getting them. And I'm excited about doing the review. I have the retro, so we will compare it to the retro. It's going to be crazy, man. And yeah, like the 13 is a great pair of shoes. It's really a great pair of shoes. And this is inspired by the Panther. Hush, hush, hush. Oh, man. The tiger knew to respect. Man, that tiger would have fucked me up. The tiger knew that I respected the tiger. Whose tiger is it? Cody Antle. Cody Antle. He's huge on TikTok. His father is Doc Antle from Tiger King and the Myrtle Beach Safari. So this is tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. You are going to love this video tomorrow. You're going to love this video tomorrow. And you're going to be like, damn, Delz, you really are crazy. You know, you were that close to these animals. I already put out one video. You could watch that. The link is in the description box. And we do a sneaker battle with the staff. There was one guy that seen me wearing Jordan 11s and tried to do a battle with me, a pick one battle live. So we did it. We did the pick one battle at the place. So, you know, watch it. Some of the clips you'll see from the other vlog, but watch the whole thing. You'll start seeing sneaker battles midway through. So, you know, it's going to be fun, man. Yo, I'm just having fun, bro. That's all I'm doing, man. That's all we got to do is have fun and be creative, man. That's what it's all about, bro. From Chicago, for Chicago, said he wore the 14 in only game 6. Yes, he only wore it during that game. As you see, when he was wearing that shoe in game 5, that guy was busting his balls. You're slipping all over the place in that shoe, huh? When he was loosening them up. So maybe that's why I said, yo, I got to wear these 14s, you know? That could have been what the case could be. That definitely could have been what the case could be. But yeah, man, it's been fun over here. I hope you guys had fun. He wore them in game 4. Are you sure he wore it in game 4? He wore it in games through 4 and 6. I'm confused now. I think you may be right. 3, 4, and no, he wore the 13s, I thought, in game 4. Y'all confusing the hell out of me. I'm not a know-it-all with this shit, man. And it's been a long night. I think we're going to end this right here, though. I hope you had fun watching this recap. And, yo, I don't want to support Carol Baskin. I don't like her, man. I ain't going over there. But I've already had a few people tell me that I need to go check out that other dude, the Vegas dude, and check out his spot. We'll see how this video performs tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that video. I also got the review on the Flints. That'll be up hopefully on Tuesday or Wednesday. We got the review coming on probably Tuesday on those the Russell Westbrook Super Soaker sneakers. That'll be coming soon too. So we got a lot going on, and we'll see with the chats. I may take a day off or two with the chats, guys. I've noticed I gotta see that love. If the love is heavy, I'm gonna stay. But I want to experiment too a little bit. We're still gonna do chats, but I may take a day or two off. We'll see how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow I may take one day off with the chats, man. I'm gonna be honest with you too, man. Talking this much, my throat is really beginning to kill me. Think about it. I went live for almost 2 hours earlier. Then I'm back. I did 3 streams yesterday. I've done streams every single day for over 6 weeks, every single day. So I may take one day off of streaming tomorrow. All right, just one day off, but you'll have that video tomorrow. And as I said, it's going to be a dope video. It's going to be definitely a dope video. I think most people isn't quarantine anymore. You know, I really wanted to, you know, be with y'all during quarantine. I think that I did. I don't think anyone else has done that. If they have, salute to them, you know. But I really wanted to really connect with you all through this quarantine. I think I did. And I think that this is a beautiful thing. We're going to continue to do the streams, but I may have to take a day off with the vocals, man. My shit is killing me right now. It's been killing me for the week. I'm going to be honest with you, this whole week. Just think how many streams and how many hours I've been talking. But I enjoy it at the same time. I don't want to stop, but at the same time, I think I gotta. I got to take one day off. So I'll see you on Tuesday. We'll shoot the shit on Tuesday. And, you know, who knows? If some crazy sneaker news comes out during the day, you may see me on the stream during the day. But tomorrow, please, show support for my content, guys, because that shit hurts the heart when I see the views aren't where they should be on the videos. Tomorrow, please, make sure you watch that video tomorrow, all right? The Tiger King Prestos. You got to see it, all right? Please. And thank you for your support. Thumbs up the video. Once again, if you're watching on the replay or if you want to show any love, the Cash App is right there. We'll shout you out on the next one. Definitely goes a long way. Everyone have a blessed day. All in all, I give it a 10 out of 10, the whole entire series of The Last Dance. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. You know, all the feels it gave me, you know, from reminiscing and just bringing me back to when I was a kid, to emotion, to it all. It was a full package. The music soundtrack was amazing. Took me back to the era. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I'll give it a 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs ups. Let me know what you thought of The Last Dance. Thanks for tuning in. Much love out there. And we are out. Good night. Good night, Irene. We out.